CO. Oh, CO. Yeah, I just thought I'd, come on and share a little bit with y'all. And, as far as the channel name and all that stuff, like I said, there won't be no changes on that no more. But due to my health declining the way it has been, I'm not going to be able to get out and do any investigations and stuff like that. But I will do the best I can, as I can, and all that good things, good stuff. Excuse me. I need something to wash this down here. Please, bear with me. Yeah, that, wanted to, talk to you about, before I get into the main subject, to get on with it, in other words, excuse me. But anyway, I wanted to get you guys, did y'all hear about Russia and China doing that new reserve currency thing? Yeah, on silver, gold, all those precious metals and things. Yeah, that puts a damper on our dollar in this country. So buckle up, boys and girls. We're in for a bumpy ride, and like you've never seen the likes of in your life. And it will never go back to being the same as it used to. As much as we would like for it, But anyway, little FYI I threw on there. And comment about what you heard and all that if you feel like it. Okay, but from now on, see, I made up my mind that from now on, I want to be different. No, not better, not better than anyone else. I just want to be different, as in the sense of different from the way I used to be. And I've made my changes, but not from my own strength and alone, so it is through the beautiful great one that has helped me. And he's still working on me. So yeah. And I'm leaving my old videos up more as a reference points for others and everyone, to see how far I have come. And for me to see how far I've come. I hate that. And I still need a lot of work, and with his help, we get through that too. But, I figure, it's always good for a person to ask, or should I say to themselves, from now on, it's going to be a little different, I'm no longer going to look to things that does not fulfill one's own spirit and heart and soul and mind. That's a big problem with a lot of us, I never cared about numbers on this channel. I did and I didn't. Not in the sense way most do, looking to make a living off of YouTube and everything. Because the way things are going, let's be realistic, in the world and everything, and the way it's coming about, that'll all change. Because even YouTube now is going to take down anything that's not correct in their book about that dreaded word, abortion. Yeah. And if they don't like what you say about it, even if you are stating facts, it does not matter. They're going to do it anyway. But anyway, so that means, you have to keep your opinions to yourself. Now, let me ask you, Now, we do know, for example, that in some instances it's always good to keep things to yourself. We all know that. But there's times that you have to say something. You have to speak up, especially if it's truth. But when you speak truth, alright, and you get reprimanded for it, do you quit speaking truth? As long as it's true, you should never worry or be afraid to speak what is true. But, but realistically, with the way things, war, economics, and everything else are just, well, we're not always going to have our channels. I mean, eventually it's going to come down, whether this channel comes down today, tomorrow, the next week, or next month, or whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, the only thing is, I do not have no regrets of having, met some wonderful people. Hi, wonderful people. Yeah, I've got to meet wonderful people. You, my friends, and my family. And, of course, YouTube here doesn't like my channel. I don't know if they're doing it to you or not, but have you ever noticed that they're taking, using their algorithms and deciding to, what is that, on some of your videos, shadow ban them, and also, and also taking away your subscribers? Oh yeah, and sometimes people get accused falsely for unsubscribing when they have not done so. It was YouTube. My numbers keep dropping, but hey, thing is, what counts is our hearts and our spirits, our minds, right? We love things, but sometimes we gotta, sometimes we allow what people think, what they say, to more or less kind of like almost dictate on how we do our videos. You get people, what do they call them, trolls and such and what have you, and you get people who do this and do that to you, or say this about you or say that about you, and it gets somewhere all twisted up, misconstrued, and then there's fights and all this. But like from now on, but remember, from now on, look at what's ahead of you, the better things. Focus on that. Like, my focus is on the better things, the things. I like the way the Book of Heaven says, the things that are not seen. I focus on that, because that alone will not only help me in this life, but it will help me reach my goal, to reach the prize. And that's with the beautiful great one, yeah. But life, there's more to life than money, recognition, or stardom, or things. I don't want to, I could say I never did, and I really don't. I never really cared about the idea of being a YouTube star. And sometimes people will allow that to get in the way, and then they get into fights and they push people aside and things like this, But here's the thing. We are family, right? And please understand, when you have people that, for whatever the reasons are, good or bad, that do us wrong, or good even, but especially the bad though, when they do us bad though. The thing is, if you call that person friend or family, and they turn on you in one way or another, whether it's an actual turning that they actually stab you in the back, or it's a perceived. Either way, I've seen families, friends. I've been to friends' homes where they have families would bicker and fight and just terrible, and just horrible, and the thing is, people watch us on YouTube, and you find it ends up, you get people liking that stuff better than the good stuff. It's messed up, but can we just from now on get our focus on what is good, right? And if someone does you wrong, I would be willing, well, I can't do it on my other channel, on my Straight Up and Forward channel. I can't do that on there. I can't upload anything on that because I'm in YouTube jail on that channel. I can't upload nothing until September, according to them, unless it changes. But I would be willing, let you come on my channel there, but I guess it's okay to do it here if you want. To focus on reconciliation, to be reconciled to one another. Because see, anger, hurtful stuff, you name it, it's a rotten feeling. I've been through that, and y'all know I have. But it doesn't do any of us good when we focus on that, and someone may do us wrong, or we perceive to have done us wrong, whichever it may be. The point is, it never changes that feeling of being hurt, being angry at being betrayed, or perceiving, whether true or false, someone saying or doing something to us. We hurt, and we get angry, and we feel miserable inside. That's a terrible feeling. But if we can get reconciled by talking it over, I mean genuinely talking, not going at one another like with a tooth, claw, and nail, because it's not good for either of us. It's not good for me, it's not good for you, anyone. We have all had at some point in time in our life, we have had experiences in depression, and that's not good. And anger, sometimes the old spirit inside wants to get even. That part of us wants to get even with someone. That does us no good. But we have to watch what we do. We gotta watch it. But it's like in the Old Testament, Joshua said, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. And that's what I want. I want to serve the beautiful great one, because he is all that matters. When it comes to that straight, narrow, rough, and hard path that does lead to better things, I would rather go down that path and follow the great beautiful one. I want to follow that path. It's a good path. Hard, rough, very narrow, not broad, but narrow, but it does lead to the ultimate goal, life with the beautiful great one. And I would love to see you guys there too. And I wanted to do investigations a little bit more on Bigfoot. I really can't do much of anything here, but I will try to cover stories on the alien encounters and other people's Bigfoot encounters and stuff. But if by chance, for some odd reason, that there is a little tiny window where I could maybe get something on that, I would love to do that and share it with you. And I will, if I get that small window. But the way my health has been, but keep holding me in your prayers, because I do believe in prayers. I do believe in miracles. Miracles do happen. And I don't know if any of you really experienced miracles, but I have in my life. You're looking at a miracle. I shouldn't even be here right now. I should have been dead, gone, adios amigo. Yeah. But we have all experienced the great mercy, the grace of the beautiful Great One. And that is pretty awesome. And I'm hoping that you can, if you want to, and next time when I can do a live, to come on and, share whatever you're doing, or if you just, hey, until I get my other channel up, back again, if I get out of YouTube jail off of my Straight Up and Forward channel, then anyway, I would love to have you if you want to just get the monkey off your back, get a load off and just share, because sometimes that will help you feel better doing that. But also, if you want to reconcile with someone, do so. And with the purpose of trying to get down to the meat of the matter and get it straightened out. Because we all got to do it. Well, look, I'm 61. Some of you are pretty close. Some of you are maybe a few years older, maybe younger, a lot younger, whatever. But see, the thing is, each day, every minute, we are literally getting older. Time stops for no man, or woman, or child. It don't stop for us. But there are better things ahead. And I would love to be able to have you on, just even if it's just chit-chatting. We can talk about what kind of projects you've been doing in your channels and things, But I hope that y'all can get reconciled if you have something that someone is doing to you, or you perceive that they're doing, whichever it may be. Because, see, especially when I see like family members, even if it's my own family, if I see my two brothers, not agreeing and getting at it, if they were doing that, I'd still love them, no matter what, and I always will. But there's some of them, each one, even though I'm being wrong at doing that, even if one of them's right, one of them's wrong, or they're both wrong, or whatever, I love them both, and I'm on their side for each one's side. But I'm not talking about compromising. I'm talking about, I might not agree with everything that they're doing, but I love them nevertheless, and I won't shun them aside. And I won't shun you aside, because I consider you my family. And I apologize once more and again for not being able to watch a lot of your videos. I try, and I get to hurting, more. The problems I've been having. So at least some of you do. It's been really bad. The medication they got is helping a little, and a little is better than nothing. But yeah, and all this, I'll tell you more about it on another day, another time. But the thing is that I do a lot of laying down now, and because I stay up too long in just a few minutes, 5 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Just being on my feet hurt. It hurts bad. So I try not to move around a lot. But yet there's things to be done around here. If it wasn't for my brother, if he can't ever get to have the opportunity to help, I got to do it myself, and that's suffering to the max. Trust me on that. But anyway, I love you guys, and I do appreciate your prayers. And check out old Johnny Music. Check that young man's channel out. He's got a good channel there. He can really sing. And don't forget going to Jeremy D. Day's channel and check it out, see how he's doing, and say prayers for Standing Bear, Country Boy Explorer, for him and his fiance, because you know that she's got cancer and that's a big battle, and she's under hospice care and everything. So please remember them in your prayers. And if there's any way you can help them, do it. Please. So, guys, be safe and take care of one another. If you have a disagreement, if somebody is saying something, go straight to the source, alright? And privately get it straightened out. And make up in your mind, especially this, like from now on, that person, they can go and have a great channel. They can go ahead and do their thing, and you can get to do your thing and leave each other alone. Stop the gossiping, stop the drama, right? Because y'all been through it, and I've been through all that. But the thing is, there's better things to focus on. And that's hard. Trust me, and some of you know it is. But it may be hard, but you can do it. I, from my heart and my choice, have forgiven those who have done me wrong, though they have not asked. And that's a hard thing to do. Oh, I remember it, but I choose not to dwell on it. I forgive because I choose to forgive. People can be cruel and they get sidetracked. Some of them may be good, but somewhere along the line they get sidetracked. So it is good to remember to pray for one another, that we can be focused on what is good and important in this life. So I really said too much here. This chair, my other chair I had, was somewhat comfortable. It was an office chair. Now I'm sitting in a camping chair, and it ain't the comfortless thing on me right now. And my other chair broke. The welding on it just... So, yeah. Bummer. But anyway, I want to say I love you all. And I hope some of the songs that I do post will be a blessing to you in some way, may lift your spirits. Singing always lifts my spirit, and I enjoy singing. I don't claim to be a great singer. Never have. Oh, I was a better singer than I am now when I was younger. Well, of course, I had pipes in, but now I'm older and everything, but I still like to sing. And I would love to hear some of you actually sing. Yeah. Think of that as kind of a challenge. You don't have to take it up if you don't want to, but yeah, I would love to see you sing. And hear you, because I know that some of you got pretty good voices. And I know Brenda, I know she does. She's got a great voice. I'd love to hear more of her singing. And go out and check Brenda's channel out, what new things she's got on her paracryptid hunting. Yeah, and also Billy Boy, Hawk Paranormal, yeah. But And don't forget the Daily Dan blog. Okay, check out his stuff. He always has some great stuff on there. He's always got good videos. He got good footage, and I love his Bigfoots. And sometimes on his other channel, like when he's doing things on like flea markets and such, and all those neat items that they got, collector's items, and things. That's pretty awesome. Good, a lot of nostalgic items. I love going to flea markets, but these days with gas and everything being the way it is. Now see, gas went dropped just a tad, gas prices, but we know that little tad ain't gonna last long, because they're fixing to pop them right back up and even higher. So anyway, we got to do what we can, right? Yeah. So I want to say, let us stick together, stay together, and let us work out our problems together. Make amends, reconcile. You'll feel a lot better. Trust me on that. We can all go a long ways that way, right? So, anyway, I think I'm just about ready to get off of this. Yeah, actually, I am. But, here's something. Just a little humor here before I go. When you get old, you get old, alright, when you have a dog in your house. And you know how we talk to our animals and stuff. Oh, ain't you a good boy? Or, you're a good girl. Oh. And you know you're old when you talk to your animals and you have not been spending time talking with other people, right? And then when you go out in public and somebody does something, like helping another person, you go up there, oh, that's a good boy, that's a good boy, oh, you're so good. Yeah, you know you're old. Can you imagine what they would think? Yeah, the cheese done slid off the crackers. Yeah, I hope it never happens to me. Hey, okay, I'll catch you later. This has been way too long. I love you guys. Be blessed in everything that you do. And just so that you'll know these 2 words, because there's some new people in here, and I'm going to teach you this. 2 words in Cherokee. Alright, one is for hello. That's why you always hear me say O-C-O. Spelled O-S-I-Y-O. O-C-O. And the other is thank you. Wado. W-A-D-O. Wado. You hear me say that a lot because I mean that from my heart. And so, anyway, I want y'all to take care. And I will see you later. And until then, let me just say this. I hope. Oh, by the way, that means it is so. It is good. And Wado.